Coasters, it's Bruce here. Beautiful day here in Greymouth, and Peter Haddock. I'm with Peter. Peter's accepted an offer from the Coasters Club to be interviewed to share his views on the election, which is, as you know, is well underway. In fact, the voting papers have been out for about a week. So this invitation was given to all candidates coastwide, and Peter accepted this about 3 weeks ago, and I've only just got around to doing it. Pete, thanks first of all so much for accepting the invitation.
And thanks for having me, Bruce. Yeah, much appreciated.
Now, Pete, we're a couple of weeks away from the decision being made. There's a whole lot of people out there that have probably still got their envelopes on the table. Tell us about Peter Haddock. What most people in the region that you're sitting, or the area you're sitting, they know Peter Haddock. What do you want to tell them?
Oh, well, Bruce, I'm a passionate West Coaster here, fourth generation, as you know. I stood for the council 12 years ago because I felt that I could contribute through my knowledge of doing what I've done on the West Coast, bit of building, civil construction, engineering, and I know infrastructure. So I stood for the council, and I've totally enjoyed my time being on the council. I've been on the portfolios of roading, parks and reserves, legal. Roading's a big one. I've been on the Regional Transport Committee for 12 years, and we lobbied right back 12 years ago for the Hara Bridge, and it come to fruition in the end. They said then, oh, it's 12 years out, but unless you've got a plan, you'll get nowhere. And I've enjoyed that time. I've been chair of the tenders committee, and we've had to what's the council spending there? There's a lot of money goes through the council, and it's getting value for the ratepayers' money that I've enjoyed.
How do you think we'll go with the Hara Bridge?
Well, Bruce, the Regional Transport Committee had that up, and prior to the previous election, I thought it was a go. I thought the people would have moved from the Turamacau straight to a Hara, but anyway, at least the plan's out, and it's out for tender at the moment.
Oh, so it's that close?
It's out for tender, yep. So the plans are finished, so that'll be a key infrastructural route, going through for route security on the West Coast. Another great project.
Yes, it is. Peter, the $80–90 million being spent on the hospital here, what a great thing that's been.
It's great. It's great for the Grey District, Bruce. The expenditure here, but the whole region will benefit from it.
Yeah.
And it gives us security going forward of getting good medical people here. We were lucky enough to go and have a preview the other day, the councillors,
and
absolutely fabulous inside. I know there's not enough beds probably, but there's a whole big block of land that you've got to always build more. But latest technology, absolutely fabulous. It's taken a while, but good things take time.
Yeah, they do. They do.
And it was so good, the getting there, and it's all growth on the West Coast. It's jobs. It's what we need,
Now, Pete, you've been under the mayoralty of Tony Cookson, who's done a great job for Grey District and for the coast. What happens next?
Well, I love working with Tony. It's been great. We've had some great debate over the debating chamber in the council, and that's what it's all about. It's about actually having a say, debating, and coming to hopefully a decision that's unanimous. But occasionally we don't. But that's democracy, and it's the ability to be able to debate out and hear people's views and hear the different sides of it. I hope that the new council going forward, Bruce, are not just fence sitters, and that the people choose people that will be proactive. That's the only thing that worries me. Some people just sit on the fence and go along for the ride, but there's a lot of issues coming up, especially facing the Grey District and the region as a whole. So we need strong people to lead us forward, people that are not worried about political appointments or getting a knighthood or something else that they aspire to, that they actually just want to fight for their region and the Grey District. We've got lots of issues facing us, and we need people that they've got a good business head on them, and that can make good financial decisions.
Pete, I've had, look, I don't know, I would have had 20 people who have said to me they asked you to sit for mayor and you said no. Why was that? Why did you know, your experience, your leadership qualities, you know, and, you know.
I did have various people ask me to stand for mayor, Bruce, but I suppose, you know, at my age that I feel that, you know, I've worked really hard my whole life, and what Helen, my wife, said was, I'll end up giving it 120%. So I'll probably be there at 7:30 and be the last to turn the lights off at night. So I've got other things to do and around. There's a few community projects and things I want to do. So, yep, I just feel that I'd be better off being a councillor if the people choose me to go forward ahead.
Well, it's a good man that can put his family ahead of everything else. Really, I mean, it really is.
Yep. Well, the realism is, you know, I've got to give Helen and our grandkids some time, and that's the problem. I'd be tied up to it, and I'd want to give it.
You're still only a young fella, though. You're younger than me.
Oh, I am young.
Yeah,
young at heart.
What are the challenges facing the Grey District?
Well, we're getting central government putting on us a lot of pressure for a whole lot of new regulations. So there's more and more that the local community, local government issues that have to deal to. So it costs. We've got a very small ratepayer base. My priorities have been our council continually comes under pressure at our long-term plan and our annual plan to give out money for all types of bits and pieces and people's pet projects, and it's hard to say no, but the realism is for every 70,000 we haven't got on the budget, it's a 1% rate increase. So we've had to go along, and a lot of people think that they would like the lawn done up outside their property or something there that they think would be good, but at the end of the day, we're like any household. We've got a budget and we have to stick to the budget. If we run over the budget, every $70,000 is 1% that goes on the rates, and our ratepayers can't afford that. Key infrastructure has been my thing. We've had deferred depreciation. We've had no allowance for depreciation of our aging assets. So now we're actually bringing in we've put a wee bit on the rates to actually counter that, so our kids and our grandchildren don't end up facing up in 20 years time and saying, well, our pipes are at it and we need to, we haven't got any money to replace them. So we're sticking a wee bit aside. The Greymouth, one of the largest problems I see for Greymouth is we've got a water storage tank up there, the reservoir, that's sitting on a slip plane, and in an earthquake or any event it could actually be lost. We've already seen over the last 6 months 3 times where we'll run critically low of water. So one of the things as council we're doing is we're putting 4 reservoirs over the next 10 years in strategic places around the town. So if that one goes out, we can turn the valve off and there'll be enough water for a few days. So that's one of the projects. And like I say, we're putting a bit aside for depreciation of those assets. You know. So,
and I guess civil defence has become a bit of a priority for you too, with your council.
Yes, it has, Bruce. I mean, the realism is the old AF10, you know, the Alpine fault. She'll go off one day, and we hope it's not in our lifetime. But every day we wait, it'll be a day stronger. So when it happens, it'll be chaos here, and we need to be well prepared to that. You know.
Now, Pete, you've often said to me that you feel that the Grey District has got, and Greymouth in particular, has got the greatest opportunity of all the towns on the coast, and I kind of agree with you. And what's that based on? Is it the fact that it's a brilliant service centre, or is it
It is, Bruce. The Greymouth is a service centre for the West Coast. I mean, your laundry services from all the hotels and motels down south come up here. Your auto electricians, all the services that the tourists need come back to Greymouth. So we need we need to develop our town and provide easy access for people that are trying to do things through the permitting system, through the council facilities, and that things are easy to access and to do. You know?
Certainly, the likes of Westland Milk and the bigger industries in Westland would be lost without the Grey Service Centre.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
We'd be absolutely lost. Now, fishing's going well.
Yep, it is, Bruce. We're great to see investment by Westfleet and Tallies here. we've got a continuing problem with the lagoon here with the shoaling of it. You know, it's just every time there's a bit of a fresh in the river, there's a bit more silt builds up, and slowly but surely. So that's a problem the Greymouth are facing with that. We, for better reasons, Greymouth bought a dredge that I weren't really that happy about. But anyway, we did, and it didn't work out, the lemon. And so at the moment, we're hoping that the government, through the PGF funding, may provide funding to the council for the ongoing dredging of the lagoon area, because fishing is such a vital industry here on the coast. The amount of jobs that's created down in those fish factories is phenomenal.
It's incredible, the capital investment down there.
Yeah, well, it's only people that make things happen, Bruce, you know, and
yeah, exactly.
It's things don't happen by themselves. So, you know, as a council, we've got to make the opportunity for people to invest and to help them through the process, you know, to encourage investment here.
So Pete, let's say we've got a new mayor. How do you see the Grey Council going forward with Mawhera to try and unlock that? It feels like a stalemate or something.
It has been for years, Bruce, and I won't go into that, but we've got to look forward. We are, the council at the moment, are speaking with Mawhera, and our relationships are improving. I've spoke to Mawhera themselves about various projects. I can see they are going to invest in the central business district. We've got the CBD redevelopment plan, which now you've got a plan. If you've got a plan, the job's as good as half done.
Yep.
So we've got that plan, something to work to for the future. Every job we do is another little step towards accomplishing the goals of that plan. Greymouth CBD has got a bright future. Once we get rid of some of the old buildings, which I think in the next 6 months you'll see 2, 3, 4 maybe major buildings disappear out of town with the unaffordable to earthquake strengthen.
Yep.
And in their place, hopefully Mawhera or other people will develop businesses there. So a brighter future for the Grey CBD.
Wouldn't it be great, Pete, to see, as you say, 1 or 2 buildings come down and someone actually build something?
Yes, it would. Yep. And I believe Mawhera will reinvest in that. You know, there is talk of them trying to look at changing legislation to perhaps freehold some of the ground. That's actually tied up at the moment under government legislation. So they are actually trying to pick out, I believe, what areas they want to focus on for their developments, and then I believe there'll be the opportunity, if they can get through that government legislation, to actually freehold some of that, and that'll be a great thing, you know, going forward.
So, and that would make a massive difference. It boosts everyone's confidence when someone actually writes a check out and builds a building, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, it makes a hang of a difference.
Yes, it does. It creates jobs all round, all the sub trades and everyone, and it actually builds a bit of it builds a bit of confidence in the town. You know, as soon as someone does something, someone that signals to other people that this is an opportunity, you know, we should be looking at. So, yep, let's look forward to that. There is exciting things to happen in Greymouth.
So, Pete, we look at one of the major tourism assets, which is the Transalpine, and it sounds like a new station or an extended station.
Yep.
Perhaps a discovery centre.
Yes.
To link in so that people, you know, when
I've
they
always
arrive.
seen the opportunity, Bruce, with a discovery centre. We've got probably more history on the west coast than the whole of New Zealand put together. You know, some fabulous, colourful history. You know, our mining history, our port, our Maori history. You know, coming for the greenstone and that. So there is, and the Panamu Pathways is a fabulous opportunity for the whole west coast here going.
It's a great
forward.
idea, isn't it?
Great idea.
Yeah.
And the Transrail say they're going to have the station extension built by Christmas. You know, it's so hopefully it is. And look, all those people that flow in to Greymouth and then flow back out on the same day, hopefully we can have them here. We need some iconic things that make Greymouth a destination, I believe, and that was the idea of the Discovery Centre. You know,
if you had 3 things that kept them for 2 hours, they'd then be overnight.
They would.
They'd then be possibly 2 days.
Yep.
And they'd then filter into Punakaiki, filter to the glaciers, filter to Karamea. Just brilliant.
our council have come under a bit of criticism from people about the redevelopment of the shared town square or town street, and it's fabulous down there. You know, it can only grow on that, and but it can't all be on rates. You know, we were fortunate with that was money that was given by Development West Coast, and it had to be for a project. You can't put it into sewage and water. It's not allowed to be used for that. So our council decided, we actually consulted widely with the people on what they wanted, and it was a long process, and the decision was made that that's what people wanted, and we did that. And then after that, people come and said, oh no, the street should be closed and whatever. But look, at the end of the day, you go around the world or go around other places in New Zealand, shared streets are the way of the future, and it's vibrant, and we need activities down there. Already there's businesses developing around that area, so it will grow, and it's the keystone to things around the Greymouth area. We've got the viewing platform, which is going to be up and running shortly.
That looks intriguing.
Oh, fabulous!
Yep.
And that's not ratepayer money. That's all money that was. Some of the money was from given to the Pike, you know, after disaster for the redevelopment of the town, and it's a great idea. It'll just be something else that people can look to. We've got the fairy lights in town.
It's one more thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one more thing. Small steps, Bruce.
And I loved you putting the lights when they appeared, because I tell you what, if you want people out at night, they're like moths. They head for the lights.
Yeah,
it's
they do.
Great.
I go to Hokitika and look, Bruce. All we need is the local authority, the power company, to actually hook them up. That's what we're waiting for, and all the infrastructure's there. It just needs connecting up to the mains.
Well, Pete, it sounds like pretty exciting times. I've looked at your whole range of candidates, including the mayoral candidates, and you've got some beauties there.
We really have, Bruce. We've got some great candidates. End of the day, this is democracy. People will choose the people that they want, and I only hope that they'll choose people that they feel will do a good job for the Grey District going forward for the next 3 years and perhaps longer.
You don't have to worry about it, Pete, because West Coasters generally get it right.
Yeah.
You know, this the odd muck up, but I mean we all do that.
Yep.
But they generally get it right when it comes to elections. So look, as we wind this interview up, you've got people out there who will be looking at this, and have you got a message for them? I mean, clearly you want their vote, because otherwise you can't sit around the table.
No. I'd like to do another term and finish off what we've been doing. We've had a lot of things on the go, and we're almost there. So I'd like the opportunity to stand again, and if I do, I will continue to do the best I can for the ratepayers of the Grey District and the region as a whole. And I hope we can all work together through our various districts for the benefit of the whole region.
Well, there we go, coasters, and in particular those people in the Grey District area. Peter, what ward are you sitting for?
The Southern Ward, Bruce. Yep.
So
which has actually now got two candidates, and it's from Nelson Street, close to the hospital south, so to the Hara Bridge.
Right. So there we are, folks. Peter Haddock, pioneer family, 12 years on council already, and sitting in the Southern Ward. He's looking for your vote. I reckon he's worth considering. Pete, thank you so much for accepting the offer. Really appreciate it.
Thanks very much to you, Bruce. Yep.
And we'll catch you later.
Cheers.